Tinker turns into a werewolf.
Yeah. Then Wolfman.
Period.
Wolf,
Goblin.
wolf Tinker, Wolflin, Gobwolf.
Okay. So, where were we? I think we were
We
busy
just
with
Crazy
something.
Shags was about to get put his ass on an altar. and
we
see what
no
happens.
wait. We realized that we were in the middle of a shit show. The girl that we brought with us was like, "I don't want to be part of this," and we all kind of, despite our evil capacities, were like, "Yeah, we really don't want you to be part of this either. So fuck this place."
I'm pretty sure I stuck with the full-fledged evil capacity in that area and was like, no, sacrifice her. Go ahead. But that's just my character, not me.
You hear from behind Keone. Yeah, maybe put Keone on there. Who said
You
that?
guys don't
Who
even
said
know
that?
where Keone is right now.
That doesn't matter. Put her on there. She's a good sacrifice thing.
So.
Also, I don't like these fish things or plant things, whatever they are.
Fish plants. Bleeding
Plant
fish plants.
Let's go to the right thing. So I can. Let's see.
Kevin, on the map, I don't know if we talked about it, but on the map in the middle of the dais that we were, yep, those things.
Some
Yep,
sort of
100% those things. Yeah, they look like mitochondria that turned into plant killers, or killer plants. But right here, is that a thing or is that just the center of the dais or altar or whatever?
The like eye looking thing.
Yeah, like is that an actual like 3-dimensional eyeball or just
No.
on the ground?
No, just on the ground. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Also, I don't know when you would have been trying to sneak away.
Last game that was happening. Last game, as everybody was moving forward, I was moving backwards. While Crazy Shags was doing his big reveal.
Yeah.
Yes,
Tinker-
And
I
he said
remember
it
that.
out loud.
Tinker
This
Tinker
guy
has a
was
see
definitely
invisibility
there.
spell that he just grabs your arm and goes, "Damn, don't do it."
Yeah, he was there. I mean, I just kept walking backwards.
Let's see.
Actually, I never passed that guy. I hadn't even passed that guy yet.
Yeah,
When I
because
started walking
Tinker
backwards.
grabbed your arm.
Tinker had never grabbed my arm. I actually hadn't even gotten into the like snake circle thing. I was kind of outside of that.
Tinker grabs Keone's arm, looks deep in her eyes, and goes, "Dance with me."
I gave you a big wet kiss.
Oh, very unexpected.
Yeah. And disappear.
This is how every relationship ends for me.
Okay, so go to Crazy Shags with his big reveal. Is there anything that you're saying as this happens?
Pretty much saying that,
That's me.
yeah, that I was in disguise and I wanted to see what was going on here. And if Negatha does not want to do this, then I'll step up and see what's going on with this.
Step up and do this.
So, Sertaral, he doesn't actually give me an insight check.
Would you allow Tinker to make like a perception check?
For what? What are you trying to perceive?
Very specifically to know if this wall or this stone structure right here stops these people from coming directly over. Like they have to go around, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's not perception. That like that This is a
All right.
column that goes all the way up.
All right. So the second thing I'd like a perception check is to see if I know where Keone is. Because if I don't, I'm gonna yell.
Okay.
Just a perception check, or I just don't know. I mean, I'm happy with either thing.
No, it's stealth versus perception. You're trying to see her and figure out where she is. Throw a perception out.
Ooh, pretty good. 21.
Even with the 21, you are not seeing anything. So.
All right. So in that case, I'm just gonna. I know last episode we talked some shit about like using the communication stones and some bullshit where he was just like. But what I would like to do is this would be the actual use of the communication stone. I'm gonna say into it, Keone, you gotta get back here because I can't help you over there. You got about 10 seconds. And that's what he says.
Okay. Let me. Do you have? Give me an Arcana check to see if you activated it correctly.
Is it something that I could use something else for with regards to like my artificer or nature? Like maybe I could use sleight of hand or something like that, or I gotta go with Arcana.
No, what? That's an entirely different skill.
Right, but I'm so good with my hands that I gotta ask,
All
man.
of a
If I don't
sudden,
ask,
magic.
I'm just a fucking magic man. It's an 11.
Look, my hands are so slight. It's almost like
My
they're
hands move
magic.
so fast. You think
What?
they're magic, and they're not.
Okay. The message seems to have sent and was, as far as anything, unless there's, anything potentially in here, maybe some sort of interference or something.
Like okay. But to the best of my knowledge, I've now used my message stone, so it's no good. So he just pockets that, like he just puts it back in a pocket because he's not gonna like expect anything from it anymore.
Yep. Okay. So. Crazy Shags. Insight of 9. You're not noticing anything really crazy. Zerteral doesn't seem like he was surprised by your big reveal. To be honest. That is one thing that you are able to put together. And so he invites you up onto the shrine. This way. It's an interesting choice to take that Nagatha is the one who is not being brought up here. It was a decision to have stayed in hiding and revealed yourself. And are you going up the stairs?
Yes. I think the rest of the crew should join if they're allowed.
So...
or is it just me?
Yes, it's just you.
I see. Okay. All right.
Can
I'll
we
go.
react? Can we react? Oh shit! Can we react to this? And also, what the fuck is this thing that just moved?
Yeah.
What is this thing that just moved?
Oh, that.
Oh, that asshole from the first episode.
Rella? Something?
Oh, stupid
Zona?
face. Yeah.
Oh, TJ out there with a name like that. Pretty good.
Trying to remember.
That was
What was it that you said?
Zona or on is Farla. That's what it
Yes.
is. It's Farla.
Yes. Do you have inspiration?
I think I might have used it last game.
Well,
I still have it
not
checked, but I
used
might.
it.
Okay, not used. Got it.
You
Right.
are near Tinker, so maybe you're inspired to think things that aren't Tinker-esque.
I don't remember.
I think everyone who is near Tinker is always inspired to think things that are not Tinker-esque. Oh, if I make that choice, I'll end up like that fucking guy. So, okay, so you guys go up to the shrine. He directs you to get in the middle.
Oh shit, you did it?
He introduces you to this person.
Mm-hmm.
I've built them all. Right. His name is.
Ricket.
Zorksa.
Yeah, I just went with what's on there.
Oh Jesus, you got up there with that guy?
Was that guy standing there?
Apparently.
You could see him?
Yes.
Yeah, Johnny Tents.
And,
Tents is short for tentacles. Johnny Tents.
Yeah,
this
yeah, we put that
guy.
together. John.
Did you do that? Did you put it
Yeah.
together? All right, just in case. In case.
So that
Just in case you
is
were.
We didn't think he was fond of camping.
I love tents. I just love them.
that is this guy over to the left.
Okay. All right.
Is
I
that
stick out my tongue and bring up my hands and I say, "Your move, holy man."
He kind of tilts his head to the side in like a confused manner, but
It's for what's it called? I don't even remember. I don't know. But what's it called? The Christ crackers. I don't know what the hell it's called.
The wafers?
Yeah,
Eucharist?
the whole. Thank you,
The
Tom.
Eucharist?
I'm happy you got that from Christ crackers.
I was like, wait, no. Yeah, no. I got in trouble for
okay,
those
and
at one point.
Who
I'll tell
was
that
that?
story
Was
someday.
that was also Nicholas? Did you just?
That was no, that was Dane Cook.
Was it? Oh, it
Yeah.
was. Same
Your
time
move, holy
frame.
man. Yeah.
Remember when
Anyway.
that guy was relevant? Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah.
was never a fan.
That's
It
because
was
you
a
weren't
hot
in
minute, and
7th
then,
grade
no
at the
thanks.
time.
Anyways, all right. So you get up there and you're like, I don't want your Christ crackers, and by that I mean wafers.
Yes.
I mean
I
your
am
Yucca
afraid.
tentacleist.
Because you weren't in 7th grade at the time.
Yes.
Well,
Okay, so
crazy shags. He actually some of the tentacles come up and put them in quotes. Please step into the middle.
I feel like
Can I move up as this is happening?
Yeah,
Like to right here.
all right, Tinker, get out of my room.
Do I see
Close the
Farla
door.
make any sort of have any reaction to Tinker moving?
yeah, she's actually gonna start making her way over. And before you're able to actually get over there, you're not even able to get to the stairs. Rielt walks up and just kind of, puts her arm out. Not like
On your shoulder?
anything
On your
bad,
shoulder?
just kind of like, we stay back.
We stay back, but crazy Shags and Tinker, you go forward.
No, no, like
Hmm.
she is
Saying that to
stopping
you.
you, so not Tinker. Crazy
Just
Shags is
crazy
up
Shags.
Yes.
Okay, all right. I'm
No,
sorry. I was
she-
just like,
she
yeah,
is
the
saying-
two people who are ready for sacrifice, crazy Shags and Tinker's like, all right, I'm going forward.
Yeah, no, she comes up and she was at one of the performances, and she says, "No, we stay back."
So she stops me, and does she like restrain me, or she just puts a hand in front?
No, just a hand.
Okay. But that makes, but that's okay because I'm close enough for what I want to be able to do, and if I need to do it.
So things like, here's good. That's fine.
I will stay here. Also, what's that over there? And then I just shove her off the cliff and run away.
So Crazy Shags, are you getting in the middle?
Standing here for a moment, and from what he's already not being surprised about me shifting identities, I'm curious to see how much else they might know, and is there anything else I would know about like this circle that I see in front of me, this rune?
Give me an Arcana check.
Arcana. Oh, decent. Ah, not good.
Less decent. You know what? So yeah, there's really not too much that you can gain from seeing this thing. It's something that's just outside your realm of knowledge. Maybe, just something that you really haven't seen much of.
Okay. Fair. I am curious because the only thing that I would be worried about is if this is some kind of ritual for a new patron, then that would not be good. So like,
You're sacrificed.
So
that's what I'm hesitant.
I mean, they have all of these like flower things they could be sacrificing. I'm thinking they're gonna make you a flower thing.
I'm not worried about.
Any one of these flower things have blue hair like Roxco?
So wait. So I have a question. So like when, I don't want to take away from TJ's moment, but when do we have an opportunity to act? Because just Taker's got a bunch of shit running through his mind, and he wants to do something, but he also doesn't know when his moment is.
The only thing, would I be able to know if this is like a patron thing, being that I already have a patron, and that I'm related to the that entity? I'm just trying to make sure if I'm getting any vibes. That, this could be many other things, like speculation for death and all these other things. But one thing that would be highly up there, right next to death, if not more, because I'll be like, I'll probably be dead anyway if I were to cut myself off from, my current patron. So that, if there's anything to do with that, would I be able to get advantage? If not, then I guess I'm just going to go into the circle. But that would be like the only other thing in my mind.
Okay, so without giving anything away, I want to ask some questions. So how does your patron work, and what do you see as like a patron is for your character?
My patron is a pure genie, and I'm part of that bloodline. I'm not I'm like, my character's Genasi, but I'm not like a full. They reproduce. I think that they might sleep with mortals, and I don't know if that really matters. It's kind of like if you've seen Invincible, he might be part human, but that doesn't really matter because all of the alien portion, just the DNA takes over and you're just 100% alien.
Yep.
So that's kind of what I'm thinking. And I have other siblings and whatnot too, but I'm a direct descendant from father, who's a genie.
Okay, so And then what? So that's your descendant, and that's who your patron is. And what is like? So what do you see as like? Obviously, he's your father, but like the relationship between you and your patron in terms of what makes it not just father and son, but patron and patroner.
Oh, that I also, being a part of his bloodline, is we share the same power, and I'm on the journey to unlock that power so that I can be my own genie. But he's, right now, I'm just going off of his power. Like, I'm dependent on that.
Yeah. And so you worry about another patron coming in and giving different powers and being something that would fight with the patron powers or something?
Yeah, that I would be putting more at risk than just myself, because that's the power source of my family too. It's like, oh no, I downloaded the virus on the family computer.
Oh.
And my dad's
That is
pissed.
great. Oh, I didn't know it was clicking. And what website?
This was
were you on?
LimeWire? No,
Oh.
no. It said cool music. I don't know.
Okay, so, yeah, So you don't get the feeling of necessarily this is an interesting thing it's throwing. Give me
Yeah.
what?
I'm just afraid if this thing is going to be like, pledge yourself to me, that I might get the attention of another higher being that would be pissed, and it would dishonor myself from my whole journey of becoming a genie in that way. So I'm not sure, because I was here for the power that they're offering, but at the same time I'm not 100% sure what that entails and how that would work. But so if I think it's that, I would tell Zertrall that I'm already sworn to another, and then I don't know where that leaves us.
Onaga?
I would then say that I can help with Nagatha in that case. But otherwise, if if there's a promise that goes beyond just the Nunarim, if there's another entity, I can't go further with that. So I would try to trust Sertrall with that info.
Not to worry. The power that is promised, the price is already to be paid for the power, and there is no promises that you must break in order to receive this power.
Okay. Let's walk right over to the funky eye right here. Oh, I stepped in it.
If you do, it's you realize that it's like a crystal, like in the ground.
Good, I didn't want it to blink
like
on
an
me.
eye. It's not an actual eye. But
Good.
so as you do, the priest comes up and he brings up his book and he starts speaking in just this odd sound that you can't comprehend You can't
Is it-
even understand how the sound is actually even happening.
Interesting. It's not primordial.
Could Tinker do
It's-
something?
Let's see. Hold on. Let me see something. Where can I find what? What speaks the? Because do you speak primordial?
I speak primordial and common. Those are the two languages I know. If it's infernal, which is usually a language that's up there for me, I did not take it for this character. But
Tiefling.
yeah, infernal, abyssal, I don't know those. Everything else don't know. Just primordial, common.
I don't believe so, but I'd have to look in to see what he's speaking, and then I'll let you guys know what it is, and that way if anyone understands it, they might be able to kind of just understand more of what was going on. But for the time being, I'm gonna say that it's an unknown language.
Okay.
And then potentially some people understand what's going on. Tinker, as this is happening, what is it that you are thinking you might want to do?
So what I would like to do is I would like to. This is so stupid, but um, Tinker lacks the strength to shove this person next to him off the cliff, which is what he really wants to do. But what he's going to do instead is say, "Look over there," with like either and he's going to point, and I hope you let me make like a sleight of hand
Deception.
check, and he's going to drop one of his fart boxes or the only fart box that he has that his compatriots have seen already. That's just going to go, and he's going to run. He's going to make it. He's going to try to make it 30 feet up the stairs this way so that he is closer to be able to enact some other things than he can do from this distance right now. Because he does not think that this is going to go well. And so that's what he wants to do.
Okay.
Which is very different than if this was Hal and the captain. So
everyone. All right. So Tinker.
Is it
Luis
really that different
Cypher,
though?
And then Keone, you
I
are
think
way
it is.
back.
I really think it is. So yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So Bortle, Lewis,
Yes.
and Tinker, give me perception checks.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Minus Tinker, you guys start to notice something, and you're noticing Rialt and Farla reacting. Some sort of you're feeling some sort of odd sensation as things are, as the ritual is happening. So you notice that, and you notice that Rialt and Farla are reacting seemingly to the same thing. Tinker, what would you like to do?
Tinker, so not knowing that there's this other thing going on, but realizing that there's some bullshit at the top of these steps, he wants to race forward. He realizes that this female next to him is, blocking his path. So what I would like to do.
She's not even blocking your path. She just had her hand on your shoulder, and then, like, she's not even stopping you. Like, it was something where, just like before, she was saying just, we stay back.
Okay, in that case, Tinker's gonna run to like right here, at the top of the stairs, and then looking at what's going on, he's going to prepare to, my God, I can't believe we're gonna do this. Uh, yeah, he's gonna prepare a web spell to try to hold, um, him in place in case he starts to get like pulled somewhere.
Tinker.
Who are you holding in place?
I'm gonna try to hold,
Shags?
Shags in place by like creating like a web that goes like burp burp, just in case it tries to pull him through some portal or something.
Okay. As you get up there, I need a dex save.
Oh shit. Okay.
All right. So while you're doing all of that, with what we were successfully able to perceive, what does it look like that they're doing? Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
What is happening right now? I'll be right
So-
back.
14 for me.
Explain it a second time.
Later.
when I get back.
All about the dramatic pause.
Right.
You guys, you know what I'm gonna do? You're gonna wait
Please
for
hold.
what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
We're gonna end the
so-
scene and restart after intermission.
Fucking
Right.
cliffhangers.
Clippies.
What's a 14 do?
Yeah, what's a 14
Absolutely
do?
Nothing until we return from.
What does a 14 do?
break.
So, a 14 does not get out of the way of the magic that blasts out of this as you
Zas.
approach. And it
Fudge.
hits you as you get close. It smashes into you and knocks you back. You take 22 points of
Oh,
force damage.
fuck.
Damn.
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. I'm just making sure I don't have something that maybe, helps with this.
Tinker Crafts.
An airbag?
Have I created an airbag yet?
Yeah. Probably should.
So this was a saving throw, correct?
Yes.
All right. You can either answer this or not, but would a +3 have with a 17 have made me save to take like half damage on that?
Yes.
All right. So I'm spending a flash of genius to increase my saving throw, which is what this was, by 3. So that goes to 17. So what does that do to me?
All right, so you take 11 points of damage,
Way better.
and you aren't blasted back as far, but you are pushed back in this direction.
Oof.
Not to the point where you're falling off the steps or anything like that, because of that save eventually that happened. So you were able to. You're not feeling great being pushed to
But
the
not
side
dead.
of the steps.
But not dead.
Oh yeah, it was so much better than what could have happened.
Mm.
But, you're now pushed to the side of that step based on just the damage that just lashes out just from the, area there. And then Rialt calls to you and says, "This is why we stay back."
Chicken.
Huh.
Anyone else doing anything in the meantime? Okay.
Nope. Move on.
So, wait, is Chris, you back?
I am now.
Okay. So, what was your question? The perception.
Yeah, you said that we perceive them acting weirdly, but what does that mean?
So, like, you're sensing something as this ritual is going on, and there's this odd sensation that's kind of going into you, and it's
All right, is it like a positive odd sensation, a negative odd sensation?
Does it feel
It's-
orgasmic?
it's odd. Like it doesn't like feel like it's good, but it's not something that you can really fight against or anything. And
Like a midget breakdancing?
it's almost like a squeezing of like your muscles almost like all around, and not like one, like a giant or something squishing you, like all around everything, kind of like almost like underwater, sort of the pressure from all directions on all of your limbs, and it's a weird kind of uncomfortable feeling. So it's almost like straining a bit, but it's not like, oh, I'm in pain, excuse me, in pain, but like almost.
Sexy.
Do they feel weighted down, like it's hard for them to move?
Not really. Like it's just a weird feeling of like if you try and move, you can move like with no problem. It's just like this weird, feeling that's happening. And Tinker, you also, you're definitely way more aware of this now than you were when you had the lower perception. It's actually
30 feet away.
where you got hit is starting to hurt more, because you're realizing that there's like this compression feeling, but where you got struck by the magic, you are definitely feeling that, like it's tender, and then it's getting pushed on. It's like, oh, don't push on my bruise, dick. But that's what's constantly happening with you.
All right, and am I able to see up there?
To Tinker or all the way up?
All the way up.
Somewhat. You're not really able to see it super clearly, but you can see basically what's going on.
Am I able to see the big priest guy?
Yes.
Can I shoot him?
Good shoot.
Maybe.
Can we wait for the ritual to be ended? I don't want to be like a half lobster. I
Sure you do.
want to be a full.
So you can shoot him. Because you don't have the best visibility, he's going to have a little bit of cover from being higher up. And the
What's the
question is,
approximate height
are you
difference
going to shoot him?
from them on the ground up those stairs?
What is it?
What's the approximate height difference? Talking like 30 feet difference or higher?
No, like
20.
up. Yeah, I'm not even gonna say it's like too much. Like maximum, I'm thinking is like 10.
Okay. And the stairs behind them, were those stairs ascending or descending?
Descending.
Okay, so it was
So-
going down
so-
and then up.
Yeah. So this is
Gotcha.
kind of like a little valley where most
Got it.
everyone is.
Okay.
All right, so I am not going to shoot at this time, but I am going to be
Okay.
ready
Ready?
to do.
Okay. Tinker, Bortle, you guys doing anything? Keone, you just staying in the back still? Bortle, you observing? Tinker,
I'm
you
observing for now.
running closer again?
Keone's hiding.
Okay.
That's what Keone is doing. And watching. Hiding,
I think-
watching, inciting, listening.
I think that where Tinker's made it up to, does it look like Crazy Shag is in danger or in pain?
No. From what you're seeing, there's, the floor is lighting up with magic, but the only one who's
Then-
gotten hurt in the whole situation so far has been you.
All right. So then, in my mind, if my reaction, if I'm holding, because I'm guessing it's my turn, or not my turn, but like what I'm going to do is that if anything appears to hurt or harm Crazy Shags, I'm going to react with a spell, and it will be a harmful spell, and that's my statement. So there.
Okay. Okay, so it sounds like everyone is in the... We are watching and seeing how this goes and playing it by year sort of thing. So, those of you who were close enough to here get basically the equivalent of a bless. You guys have a D4 that you can throw onto ability checks, saves, and attacks. And that is for the next 12 hours.
Oh.
I'm sorry, no, 6. 6 hours. And with that, the ritual comes to an end.
Oh shit.
Does Shags look like Shags still? Or does
Yeah.
it look like anything else? Okay.
Are you serious? This whole thing was that? Like it wasn't the fight to the death? God damn it.
Don't be a little preemptive there, Thomas.
We all thought it.
Wh-
Shut up,
You're
Dolan. You
looking
know
for
it.
stuff that isn't
I'm just saying, it
No.
still might be a fight to the death.
there.
But
Now, not as much as would have been hoped for if circumstances were different. However, it will help and it will move us forward, for we now have to march and attack the Theodar.
Okay.
Well,
Fine.
shit.
I don't feel any different.
So you get a D4 that you can roll for the next 6 hours for abilities, saves, and skills.
Oh, I have that with my ring. I'll give it to somebody else. And then I'll have this. Let's go.
So I guess we gotta go kill shit. Let's go do it.
Go kill shit.
I'm
So-
tired of being friendly and nice. Let's go mess shit up. It's been too long since I've been in prison. Let's do this.
But you haven't
Alright.
paid off your bail bonds.
I don't fucking care. Let's do this.
All right,
So,
to the Theodore.
Crazy Shags, you also get once per turn an extra D6 of damage you can add.
Neato.
Alright, so Tinker, Louis Cypher, Bortle, and Crazy Shags all get the Bless for 6 hours. Crazy Shags, you get the extra D6 that you can use. And it's time to march against the Theodore.
While we've been down there, these like bloody flower creatures, they have legs.
Yes.
Okay, like
So-
bipedal.
You.
Why are we marching on the Theodore?
The
To
time has
take
come.
back the city.
Because they suck.
Fuck
The Theodore tried to attack us our first game, kill us our first game.
The Faerun
Destroy them all.
become bold. We no longer have time to delay and allow things to play out as we envision. We have to take steps to take the city so we can face the Faerun without distractions.
Sounds reasonable.
Oh,
So the bloody flowers, have they moved at all?
Yes. So they've been moving. These
wandering around?
ones these ones up here are chained to the posts. And they're like moving and like squirming around, but they're not moving because they're chained to the posts.
Okay.
These ones, however, have all been kind of moving up and down the stairs. Going
Okay.
into and out of places and different things like that. But there's kind of lines of these things.
Kind of like zombie-esque aimless walking, or like purposeful walking?
A little of both. Like they are walking down the stairs and then they're walking back up the stairs. Some are, going into this doorway, some are continuing down. Some come up with certain things, some are going down with certain things, but a lot of them just have just bags of stuff that you can't really tell exactly what's going on.
Okay.
So with that being said, it's time to move to
I'll ask that question later.
go against the Theodore.
My rock is attached to Crazy Shag's rock, and I'm gonna go over my rock and talk to Crazy Shag and be like, "Are we sure that we want to attack her and not convince them to align with us so that we can become stronger to battle the Faerun?" Over.
Over. Let's see. I'm not sure how to answer that in like 25 words or less, but I'll say
I mean, it was.
our first alliance is with the Nunarum.
I should have specified in the beginning of that statement. This question is for Zertrall, because I know we're not calling the shots here. If this is their plan. So I was pretty much throwing that out as a suggestion to Zertrol, do we want to
Hmm.
kill people who could potentially be our allies to fight another enemy, or because we are fighting the Theodar, then we're potentially going to take some losses. They're going to take some losses, so we're just weakening our position when it comes to fighting the Faerun.
Got it.
So this reserve roll.
I'll ask to Zertrol, is there any option of peace between these gangs to have an alliance that's stronger?
Unfortunately, there is no chance for peace. However, the concerns that you bring up have been considered, and time is of the essence. While we will try to save those that we can that would strengthen our position, there are certain ones that must be taken out for anything to move forward. The Goiden, once we take the Theodar, we will be able to get into place.
Okay.
However, the Theodar are the ones that understand nothing but brute strength and power, and we will show them that their power is dwarfed when compared to ours.
All right.
Makes sense.
So, let me get everyone gathered together. Excuse me, kitty. Alright, so everyone is gonna be heading out. Load faster.
Ricket coming?
So, everyone give me a perception check. Actually, no, Keone, you wouldn't have been close enough.
Ooh.
Shags and Tinker?
What?
Perception. Tinkster, the Tinkeroonie, the Tink Miser.
Tinker,
The unnoticeable.
that feeling. What are you doing?
Staring at butterflies.
Cat's reaching down and hitting buttons.
Oh, he's helping.
Yeah,
He's
except I don't know what she did. So, everyone except for Tinker notices that Zertrol seems to be showing just a lot of respect to Ricket. And then he moves out and brings everyone outside, back up through the stairs into the mansion with these three coming out first. And then, yeah, so they start moving forward because it's time to move on the Theodore. Following with the trail.
Following the leader, the leader. I might ask, like, hey, we preparing anything before we go to kill the Theodore? Like, do we have any health potions we want? Do we have any extra weapons that we would want to pass out? A couple extra vials of alchemist fire, anything like that, guys? Anything? Hey, guys.
So you're asking everyone.
Anybody in charge? Anybody who is not my crew.
Oh, okay. So
because we're walking literally through one of their storerooms.
There's really not much that you can see, and Rielt is the one in the back, and she's just like, well, come on, we have to plan first.
Oh, okay. Thought we were going. Got it. Thought we were going to kill people.
Just
I didn't realize
kind
this
of
was just planning.
Explaining the plan.
Okay. Sounds good. Oh, it did not look like this when we were in here earlier. This is new, guys.
Oh. That sounds exciting.
You should come check it out.
Just keeps going. Oh God.
I was wondering why the man was all black this time.
Oh jeez.
Oh jeez.
Oh, cheese and crackers.
Cheese and rice.
They started the party without us.
Do I recognize these people? Were these the folks that were like praying, or are these other people?
No, these you are able to recognize at least some of them, where it's just like these were the people who were praying.
And the doors look like they were smashed in?
Looks to be.
What the fudge?
Went some of the Hulk while we weren't looking.
Do I know what this is?
Looks like maybe just like a smashed pod or something like that.
Do we notice like the trail of destruction where it is heading per se?
Like, did it start at the doors and work its way through? There are bloody footprints walking
yes, there
away.
are.
Walking from some of the bodies towards the doors.
It's odd. It seems like there's not really necessarily a path that was completely taken.
A lot of these people a lot of them are on their stomachs.
Well, they were already on their knees praying, so it wasn't far to travel.
Typically, if somebody's on their stomach, then they were like killed from behind. If they're on their back, then they were killed from the front. I don't know how much into realism we're gonna.
Maybe they were just into evisceration and just wanted to spill some guts on the floor.
Tell my crew, hey guys, they're in here. Pointing in the door. And these doors are not smashed.
They are not.
They
So
were
the
carefully opened.
chaos and destruction is literally only in here,
Yeah.
as far as I can tell.
That's what it seems to be. I mean, you can see into this door and just nothing. Like, even like through the library that you had been walking and the storage, there, clean, nothing, no issues. And then all of a sudden, this is different. This is a lot more dead people than I remembered.
I wasn't here for the initial stuff, but do the colors in the next room mean anything?
They
Probably
not that you are aware
but
of
we don't
if they
know.
mean anything.
Right.
Okay, it just seems very interesting that it's divided up like that. So.
Yeah. But there was nothing that has been discussed about those or anything to that effect.
Where's Tinker?
Tinkering.
The question that you're always asking.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought he was
Where's
attached to the
Tinker?
back of my
I
shell.
thought you had him.
Yeah, I thought you had Tinker.
I thought he was
Portal.
attached to the back of my shell for this whole thing at this point. He had made himself like a saddle, and he was just like hanging out, like smoking a cigar or something, like, oh, please.
What
See,
I'm hearing
I
is you
see it.
lost it. That's what I'm hearing.
Right? So you're voluntarily,
Listen,
accepting-
we all forget things occasionally. Maybe we forget our earplugs in the plane, or we drop a piece of paper, a receipt out of our pocket.
Did you
we
get
all
arrested
lose. What?
Did you get him arrested again?
Listen,
No,
I don't need
no,
to
no,
get
no.
him arrested at
Yeah,
all.
I
He
know.
gets
Got him
himself
arrested.
arrested.
I just didn't stop it because I lost him. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, you got me. I lost him. Like I assume all that I'm envisioning with Bortle and Tinker on the back is just a baby back
Yeah.
carrier thing. It's like, yep, that sounds exactly like what would have to happen. There's always one small character who's just like, hey, I'm not walking. Nope. That's not what's happening in this.
Remember
entire
that zombie
campaign.
movie? That
So-
zombie movie where the guy turns into a zombie, but he straps his kid to his back like a backpack and just starts walking around with him. But because the kid is behind him, he doesn't like try to eat him or anything. And because he's a zombie, other zombies like don't pay attention to him. So he's just a zombie walking around with a baby backpack. I don't remember the name of the movie.
All right, so we've lost Tinker, but that's all right. We power through for the time being, and then what's everyone doing?
I'm waiting for my crew so that they can we can go into this room. So that's literally why I was looking for Tinker.
Okay.
I'm gonna go leave a bunch of, nuts and bolts in a little breadcrumb fashion, see if he follows them.
Right.
I'll make sure they're shiny, well-oiled, everything an artificer wants.
For now, we'll have Tinker move.
Well-oiled nuts. That's what artificers want.
You know
Yeah.
it.
They
Can't
they're
be
very
getting them
close to
stuck, you know what I
bards.
mean?
Yeah, right.
All right, so I don't know if we've
Yeah, what happened
lost
to Tom?
Tom for the night, but
Oh,
what's going on?
Tinker's here. Okay.
So I'll move him up at least for now and figure out what's going on. So
I'm going to attach my Tinker handle. You know, it's a little backpack with a handle on the back, and I just move them
Yep.
around like a carry-on piece of luggage.
right, you just
Perfect.
clip in.
Yep, just clip in, then hold him
Click.
like, just be like waving his hands and feet above the ground like he can't move. So, it'd be great.
Yeah, I just imagine it's you just clip on and it's back to back, but he can't do anything. He's flailing, but it's just like ah. The worst he can do is like slap your shell in like an awkward position. It's just like that still doesn't hurt. Ah, put me down. Alright, so attached. Alright. So the discussions The discussions are already taking place in this room of what has to happen. So, to take care of this situation, we are going to need to eliminate the three. Where do I have these guys? There are three that we need to take care of. Let's move. Let's change the settings on this so everyone can see. Amplifying off. So you should just be able to see this if I bring us over. Yeah. Clean copy of the city. So, with you guys being around here at the moment, somewhere around this area, to kind of get there, you already know that the Theodar stronghold is all the way up here in the top. I don't know if this would be northeastern, because I don't know if that's necessarily the way that it's facing, but top right of the map anyway, where you would have to kind of get over here and get through the Theodar area. The question becomes, how would you like to do that? Because the more that you can kind of take care of along the way, the less you then have potentially behind you, but also the more you give away what's going on and things could be pulled back, and now you're facing more of a force. there is gonna be also Noonarim support. Not necessarily where you guys are gonna be, but it's gonna be kind of potentially distracting. Different, different levels of ability, where some are just, kind of thugs who are going to be fighting in the street sort of thing, potentially providing distractions. It's not like people are unaware that this might happen or have happened at any point. It's just that, maybe this would be the point. And there's still scuffles that happen here and there, but it's kind of something where I say all that to once again propose the question: how would you guys like to go about this?
Do we want to set a bunch of fire distractions? Set a couple of houses here and there on fire, off the route that we're taking in order to draw more attention elsewhere.
So Tom is here in spirit, obviously. Okay.
Someone has to add the fire.
Potentially.
Maybe we can lure them into some kind of trap.
Well, how big are the forces that we have available to us, or is it just us?
Like, it's going to be you guys taking care of this. There's going to be forces that are going to be throughout the streets and everything, taking care of other stuff, raising chaos, unless it's something where we want it to be silent, and then it's kind of a, hey, we attack all at once sort of thing. Trying to organize that is going to be tougher and a little bit more iffy, because if anyone's off, then, does the whole thing kind of fall apart? So it's just different things like that. But as far as like the forces that are available to you guys specifically, it's you guys, where there are forces that will be doing stuff, just not directly with you. You might come across some and different things like that, and then you could potentially help or just ignore it and move on. But I mean, do you guys think you want to go more stealthy, try and sneak in, try and go a little bit more straightforward? Do you
I'm curious as to if the goal of this mission is to destroy Theodore, or to at least decapitate Theodore of the forces that would never align with us. Why is it that we are not using the entire forces or the majority of the forces of Noonarim to do that? Why are we worrying about small skirmishes and scuttles and distraction when I feel like Noonarim could literally go in and within moments completely decimate Theodore, especially since Noonarim is both powerful and intelligent, and all Theodore is a bunch of thugs that have no idea what's coming. Like, why just send in one of your newest, smallest groups to take out Theodore? I mean, even like Farla and the people that we've met thus far are significantly more capable. Like, why just us?
So you'll be going in different groups. The other three at the table are going in, and they are going to be attempting to take out two of the three, and so the last would be you guys trying to get the third. kind
Two
of
of the
play over
three, meaning what? Two out of the three, what?
leaders of the Theodar.
Okay.
And
So there's
then
3 leaders. So the mission is, the objective is to take out those 3 leaders of Theodar.
yes.
And it would be our mission to kill one of them.
Yes.
Okay.
And the forces of the Nunarim are going to be all kind of going out. They don't have the sort of overwhelming forces to take care of things, especially with the Goiden in the middle, where it's not that they would necessarily not be able to stop the Goiden, but to go against, if it's just an entire move out, the possibility that the Goiden and the Theodar both jump in at the opportunity that's presented at that point, the issues that could have arise if this were to kind of go sideways in any way, even if the Theodar are, the leaders are taken out, the Goiden could still potentially take advantage of a scenario. And so the forces are going to be put out in large quantities, but also kind of have to be just wary of how much and how overwhelming the forces are.
I'm sorry, and what did you say about the location? Is it all one location we're striking, or 3 different locations?
So
for each leader.
There are 3. It's not exactly clear. The leaders are often up here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Where they're often up here in this larger building, but it's Jesus Christ! I'm just hearing stuff dropping all over the place from that fucking cat. So, the belief is that they might be able to take one out, but if they do, then that's going to get these, the other 2 probably kind of locked in here and barricaded away. And that's going to be where the difficulty lies.
My strategy is always stealth. So that's my go-to.
That's kind of what I figured.
I don't want to do this whole big old marching line or make anything obvious. Coordinated attacks is the way to go. I think Tinker is excellent at distraction, and so honestly, having some sort of fireworks display over the ocean or over the water might actually be beneficial. Things with loud noises and banging and flash, so our crews can actually get in maybe and start some ruckus without being noticed immediately. So maybe if Tinker can have some help, some others from Nunarim, and set up a timed fireworks display that could be going off at least at the same time that we are infiltrating. Definitely some heavy firepower is needed. I don't know if we have what we have at our disposal for explosives or things along those lines. But that would be about the way that I would go about it.
I mean, yeah, I like the Assassin's Creed approach where you can kind of sneak in there, find the leader while we distract the rest of the base. I mean, that sounds pretty good. Chris, how far can you shoot your Eldritch Blast? Did you do any, distance perks for that, or is it, the regular?
Let me check.
One. I think the regular, yeah, mine's regular. I have like 120 feet. I didn't know if you chose anything that makes it like more of a distance.
I don't think I have the extras for distance right now.
All right. Okay, I was just curious. Um, and Bortle is super stealthy as we've established. Let's see. Because I was thinking if I disguise myself as Croxgo and just walk right up and start distracting the guards on in the front and try to make a scene for them to call more guards to the front, like make a situation, that would be a distraction. Tinker, like you said, is naturally a distraction, so I'm sure there's something there. Like he can run into the base and be his best Tinker. Bortle, what would you want to do?
I'd probably just go with the whole distraction team. Less people to muck up anything stealthy, the better.
Well,
That's
I mean,
fair.
I wasn't saying that we can't all assassinate somebody. I was saying at least getting in. Like I just
Okay.
don't want it. Getting in should be stealthy. I don't want
Yeah.
the entire area of Theodore to be aware that their base is under attack. So
yeah.
if
Gotcha.
we can get into their base quietly and then start doing our thing, which is why if there is literally a fireworks show going on, if we're kind of accidentally loud in there, it's not going to be very noticeable to everybody else in Theodore.
Fair point.
Gotcha.
Because I have no idea what capabilities this head honcho has. I'm assuming, just from what I know of D&D, it's going to be kind of like the big boss, and I wouldn't trust, Keone. She could get definitely lucky, but I wouldn't trust her to be able to just like take somebody out quietly, by herself.
Fair. Very fair. And we probably would need the whole team if you're thinking that.
So like having a timed distraction where nobody actually has to be monitoring that was what I was thinking. So like that we don't have to lose anybody to team distraction.
Okay. Got it. Tinker, team distraction, and then the rest of us. Right. I mean, while he's not here and everything. So,
Since we've lost Tinker already. Yeah, throw in distraction.
Yeah.
team distraction makes sense. Let's see. Then.
And do we have any like what kind of intel does do our Nunarim folks have on this guy that we're supposed to kill?
That's what I was thinking too. The sooner we can find him during that distraction phase,
Yeah.
the better.
The better. And knowing what we're walking into, so this way we can be prepared. I'm sure they got a shit ton of intel on him. Right? Tentacles?
Yes. The three.
Yes. Tons.
The three that we need to kill are. Let me. Go. Okay, so there is one guy. I have to put it on this one. There we go. Put it here. Two of the guys almost have ready for you.
Mm.
So this is one of them.
Holy shit.
That is
That was Ziada's level 20 armor.
yeah.
And fucking bashing shield.
So that's Atril. Then there is this guy. Do.
This one doesn't even have a neck to slit.
Alright, so that's those two, and then where is the other guy? No. Just never moved him, I guess. But I know where I can find him.
And the one you're looking for, is he our guy?
No.
Which one is our guy?
The one that is your guy is, the one...
The first one or the second one? Second one?
Yes.
Nice.
What is
One with the
name of
ethereal flaming sword. Cool. And no neck.
Yes.
Okay.
We go here. Copy and paste.
Hi, Pete. Aw. I like him.
So he is the one who they are looking to take care of first. So to get rid of the magic elements.
Got it.
At least the straight up magical elements. You know, there's gonna be still some stuff, but he is really the biggest aspect of, you know, the magical defenses against, you know, the Theodar. So we have.
So they want to target him first. So should we hold and allow Team 1 to go after this guy before we go in to go after our guy?
Yeah.
Or
so
should we
the
coordinate it?
plan is that they expect to be able to catch him off guard and take care of him, and then that news will travel quickly. So the other two are going to be barricaded in the fortress. At that point, it's going to be something where potentially if you guys wanted to try and sneak your way to the fortress beforehand.
That's what I
So
was
that
just going to
Get
ask.
into the fortress beforehand.
like potentially before everything becomes, any sort of whatever,
Uh-huh.
that's a certain possibility.
Hmm.
And if that's the case, are you still trying to have distractions that are going to, kind of just what are you looking to do, sort of thing?
They're going to be targeting this guy in the fortress or out of the fortress.
Outside of the fortress.
Okay. I still think at the same time would be better off if we're attacking at the same time. If they think that they're going to eliminate this guy, then it's not going to impact what we're doing. And we definitely want to get into that fortress before it's barricaded and before these guys know what's up. We saw how well it worked for the favor having a coordinated strike.
Right.
So yeah, I would still say light show, fireworks show, distraction. How much time? I know you said a couple times that time is of the essence, but how much time do we have before we have to make this happen? 2 hours, 10 hours, 24 hours, what?
Yeah, they think that the time frame kind of to take out the first guy, Yantal, is within 2 hours. We want to have this kind of set up and moving, sort of thing.
And where do they think he is?
They have a feeling that, they have information on where he is and that he will be moving in the time frame in the morning, because I believe, hold on, I'm just trying to remember what time everything is. Did you guys go?
Now. We went there in the morning.
Jesus Christ. Shit is just gonna be broken everywhere. Yeah, you guys went to the mansion in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, you guys went through that. It was fairly quick. That's right, it was the morning. You guys took the long rest and everything. And then, so yeah, you come out and it's early morning. The plan is kind of, we'll take care of this in the morning as things are starting up, before kind of the day really begins. Not like super early, obviously.
And our guy, what do they know what any of his particular specialties are? The guy we're supposed to be killing?
He plays a mean harmonica.
Yeah.
Yes, he has some sort of power that drains those that he is able to damage, they say.
Okay. Okay. And do they know if there's any? Does he have like natural magic that's imbued with him? The guy we're going after obviously looks like he's strong, but his magical ability, that ability to drain power from other people, when he injures them, is that something, an element that comes from his armor or his weapon or a talisman that he carries of some sort, or is that something that is just innate within him? Do they know that?
It's his weapon that drains.
So disarmed, he would be much easier to defeat.
Yes. It's what. That is one thing that many times you could say that about a lot of enemies. But yes, that seems to be the case with him as well.
Okay. And we know our target is in that fortress.
Yes.
Does he have like a routine or a schedule? Does he ever come out of that fortress with any regularity?
Yes, the two Atril and Sartok, they do come out, but oftentimes it's with much more of an entourage. But Yantal, he doesn't always come out with much, so it's kind of we're going to have to take on two that are barricaded anyway. This gives us the highest opportunity of chance to take care of one person and not have it be something where we, have to deal with, potentially them getting away because we don't have enough of a strike, and now we're trying to take on three that are barricaded as opposed to just the two. This is more assured, we feel.
What are our numbers of heads in that fortress looking like?
It's hard to know. It will be
Approximately.
I'd have to look at what I'm actually gonna use, because
I gotta go. So
okay. It is a large number because it is a very big fortress. It's one of the biggest buildings in the city.
Okay.
right all.
But
Good.
right.
Is there any like subterranean levels or sewers or anything?
Not that you know of. But I actually also might have to go as well. Hold on.
Alrighty.
Okay, so no, there's not really much that you know in terms of like sewer that you can kind of make your way through and access, sort of thing. And not that we have to stop and, you know, if you don't have any more questions, you're out of luck. But if you guys don't have any more questions, we can call it there. I need to go clean something up, apparently. And then we can come up with some exact planning. We have a pretty good thought process on exactly what's going to be happening. So we'll just kind of start it next week, finalize, and then we'll start it up.
Yeah, well, if we don't have Eric, we don't have Tom, then I'm fine with stopping and then continuing next week.
Yeah. All right, cool.
All right. Good night.
All right.
All right.
Later, guys. Later.